My grandma turned 89 years old, and I've just been reflecting on her life, how she has blessed me. She's my only living grandparent at the moment, and I'll just share some of the lessons I've learned from her.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
So there are two ways we learn from people, right? Clearly, or two types of people we learn from. Two groups, really. So the people that you have direct contact with, your family members, friends, people who you go to church, you hear a sermon, while there are those people who you may learn from that you don't have direct contacts with, either through books, through a program online or on television, something like that, right? My grandma is definitely one of the persons I have learned from as it relates to having direct contact with her. So after 89 years, clearly I haven't been around for all that time, but I've been around for the past 35 of her life, and these are just some things that I've gleaned from her. How to be patient. She's a very patient woman. I have never seen her get upset. She definitely knows self-control. I don't know how she does it. My mother has some testimonials she can tell you about some things that woman has gone through, and you know, she has never once complained, reviled, anything like that. And I ask her and she just say, I don't know, you know, that's just her. But boy, something I definitely have to learn is that the long suffering, the patience. Fine. Another thing, to be very kind. I don't see myself as a very kind person. I'm definitely working on it, but growing up I was not very kind. And she's the type, when I go to visit her, when I used to go to visit her in the country, she lives with me now, but when I used to go to visit her in the country, she would always either roast some cashew to give to us. I remember one time she cooked a meal of fish eggs. She had nothing else, and we came after, you know, dinner was done. She had some rice left over, and she went and she cooked fish eggs. As children, you know, you're looking for something, and she gave us with rice, and I was like, I never knew this could have been eaten. And she's just that type of person, always giving. You know, if she gets $1,000, what is $1,000, right? She would break it up and give to everybody. If she got her bread, people, she's calling all her children, please be mindful, she has 8. She would have like maybe about 4 around her, and she would give two slices. There are 12 slices in a loaf of bread, so clearly she has nothing left when she does that, and she's giving the grandkids too. That's the type of person she is, right? And I remember her in my, you know, in my early years, that she would always make baskets, and I do recall growing up with one of her baskets at our home to hold clothes. She would weave her baskets, and that's the type of person she is, always giving, always whatever she has, she's always sharing. Another thing as well, there's a verse in Colossians that talks about, let your conversation be always full with grace, seasoned with salt. Listen, I've never heard her say anything bad about anybody. You know, you'll have family drama, right? And somebody will come and complain and say, oh, this one has done this, or that one has... Nope. You're not going to get a response from her. She will find the positive about the person and say, sure man, you know, or she will say, maybe him sad, or maybe something going on with him. She's always finding an excuse. She's always turning your mind from the conversation. That's the type of person she is. She's not about the gossip. She's not about the carry go bring come, the backbiting. No. Always ensuring her words are seasoned with salt. I am not sure if any corrupt conversation has ever left her mouth, just like Ephesians talks about. I don't think I've ever heard her say anything bad about anyone growing up, you know. And that's Mama G's mother, by the way. She's my mother's mom, and she's just such a sweet person. Anybody knows her knows she's a sweet person, always giving, always patient, always saying good things. I remember, I'll give you a story. I remember when she just moved and to live with us, and I don't think my babysitter at the time knew that she was altogether there mentally. My grandma's brain is altogether there. I'll give you 2 scenarios, and she knows when to speak, how to speak, what to do. She's a very wise woman. The babysitter came and was there for the day, and she behaved like she couldn't speak. She said nothing at all. And as I came home, she was reporting everything that happened, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything that happened. And I was like, whoa, I wonder if she knew that. Another time we were having worship in our home, meaning if the babysitter knew that she was taking record of everything. Another time we had a worship session in our house, and the presenter gave a joke and she burst out of a laugh, and we all just laughed because she understood everything. So these are just some of the lessons I have learned from my grandma, and you can also look at the people in your life and see what lessons can I learn from these older people. Even if they don't say a lot, you can just observe their lives and you can just see. So this is just what I wanted to share with us, that may we appreciate the persons in our lives, especially our elderly, and may we learn lessons from them. All right, have a blessed day.